learn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. Coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Into the end zone. A pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Back to it after the pick six. Cousins almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Jimmy Ward there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to fire one. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Formation for the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Well, that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Vikings nothing.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw is Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Cousins from the gun on 4th. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
14-yard line. Brings up
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need third down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do... have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
For the Viking field goal, a 19-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a one-point lead here in the second. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Complete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're known to plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action. Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
Field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a dump off here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Eric Kendricks.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Yannick Ngakoue drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll get back within a single point now. It's 11-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative last time, and they're up, but they're looking to get a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second and 1.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
$13 yards remaining on second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11, 49ers 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Down left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually guide the 5 all the way to the 3. 1 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
11.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Lets it fly for Thielen. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Mostert. And we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Room here to run. Inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there. And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Side moves on, and then of course there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason. Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs, and then to get to this game, one game short of a